What's up, everybody? Hope everything's going okay. Thanks everybody for everybody that subscribes and kind of pushes me going on these. So I just got a request from a client to make a custom layout update. Well, they didn't put it like that, but basically to explain what they did or what they want to do and what they're doing is they have categories in their admin panel under catalog manage categories, and they're using them as landing pages sometimes. You can do that by just making a static block only, and actually a lot of people tend to do that. When I take on stores, I see that they happen to do that a lot. Um, so they want to, they choose static block and they have a static block, but in this case they need to have a custom design. And when I say that, I mean under page layout, they want to have a custom thing. And what you use this for as far as theming is, for example, if you have a custom page type and say this one has a custom footer or something different on it that's not in one of the preset PHTML files, you want to be able to have somebody be able to choose it. And that gets loaded like that. So I'll show you what we're talking about here. Got too much crap open. So first I'm going to go to app design front end. Then we're going to go to our local or our current theme. You might have the child theme set up. I don't have it set up on here. But I'm going to go to template, page, and you see what we have here. One column, 2 columns left, 2 columns right. And that's what's being displayed over here. So before I go on to how it's going to get there, I'm going to make a custom one. Okay, so I'll just do that by just copying this. And I'll just paste it into the same folder. And I'll just name it 3 columns custom. Okay, so in 3 columns custom, I mean, it doesn't really matter for this tutorial. I'll just put a custom things here. Can't fucking type today. Okay. Ooh, fucking tired. All right. So this is now here. Now, how does Magento know to look over here? And where does it get this from? Well, notice how Magento adds these nifty things on the top. For example, this one will show what where the theme is, RWD default. This, however, will show you it's a template for Mage page block. Kind of obscure, but then when you think about it, it should be an app, and that's probably in core, Mage, page, and then we have block, and that's getting output. What we want to look at though is in Etsy, and let's check out the config, and there we go. This is where these are pulling from. So 2 columns left bar. We see here 2 columns with left bar. Great. Now, okay. So 2 columns left bar. So we want to add one, but I don't want to add one here because these are the core Magento files. And when you update, this is where the updates get done. So you don't want to change anything here. So what do is we add something to local, and that way our updates are done in local and not in core. You always want to keep core intact. If your website goes under a sort of code screening or a code audit, they'll look in core, and if there's a change there, they'll say, oh, okay, you made a change over in here, yada, yada, yada. So we just make the same folder here. So appcode local, new, directory, Mage, then we're going to do page, and then that config file was in Mage, page, Etsy, and config. So I'm going to copy this config file. out of core, and it's a Mage page, new directory, etc. And we're going to paste that. Config XML. So I'll just copy this last one and paste it, and we'll edit it for ours. And we'll just name it 3 columns. I'll just name it 3 columns custom. And yours can be 2 columns, whatever. Just make sure it closes out with the same node here. Okay. And I named that PHTML file 3 columns underscore custom. So now it knows what file to choose. And then we'll just give it a layout handle. Okay then. Now we just have to have a small module, very small module, to let it know to look in here. So we're going to go to app-etc, modules, and we just have to remember that we're going to create one based on structure here. So what I'm going to do is make a new file, and I'll just call it mage, mage local.xml. That makes sense to me. Okay, then we're going to have XML version equals 1.0. Okay, and then we're going to go config modules, and we're going to do mage. Remember the file paths. Magento is very ridiculous with that. Probably for a good reason, but it's a fucking pain in the ass. Mage page. Okay, and active. You fuck. Can't really type today. Active is going to be set to true. And then we're going to set the code pool. And the code pool, once again, is either going to be community, core, or local. Community is for these, those free extensions that you'll find. Core is the ones that are done by Magento. Local are going to be the enterprise ones, or the big ones, I should say. They can be for community too, and your company's own internal stuff. So this is internal shit. So code pool, local. Okay, and then we're going to do what it depends upon. So it requires Mage core, so we're going to do depends. And this is going to be a self-closing tag, Mage underscore core. Okay, and then we have closing out of depends, and then closing out of Mage page. I'm just going to tidy up here. And that's basically registering this as a module. And I told you it was a very nice small module. So I don't even think I would need to clear cache. Let me just see if I can get away with just switching. Okay, and 3 columns. So there's an extra one, or seemingly extra one. What I forgot to do is change the label, I bet. Yep. So now the 3 columns custom will load 3 columns underscore custom.html, which is the file that we just made. Let's just double check back here on the category page, switch categories so it loads, and 3 columns custom. So that's how you add a custom page layout. And hopefully I didn't go too fast, but that's what you can do to add some more functionality in the back end with your custom Magento theme. Hope it helps, and thanks everybody for subscribing. Have a good day.